Boom. Oh, that red. Oh, that red. Can we get somebody in here so I can get a mic check?
It's echoing
Check.
in the music club.
Huh?
So like it's echoing in the music club. So it's echoing. That music that you have is loud. You can hardly hear us on here either. Is it?
That's you.
No, it's not me.
What's up? Who's in here? Tell me how it sounds. What's up? Who's in here? Tell me how it sounds. Audio sound okay? Audio sound okay?
Yes, probably turn the music down. Or you can turn it off if you want. Hey, what's going on, Leonard Smith? How you doing? We trying to get the technicalities together real quick.
Yeah, the
He gave you
technicalities.
thumbs up. He can hear us.
All right, appreciate that. I always just said I had one person in there.
Mr. Leonard.
What's going on? We just checking in to see how everything is going on out there. So what's happening in the trucking world? We've been at home since
I can't remember the date.
before April 1st, right?
Yes.
So end of March.
Trucker, I'm good, family.
Just as far as from what I can see on my end, is freight's not good enough for me to really be moving, so I kind of was trying to wait it out to see if things come back to somewhat normal. I been kind of following along, and I don't know, but with the administration giving all the states governors permission to open back up,
Right.
I was hoping some of these facilities start shipping again. So, but anyway,
Mr. Leonard, where are you from? Who do you truck with? I seen your name a couple times on the live, but I haven't got a chance to ask where you from and who you with. Just want to make sure we meeting and greeting everybody that comes on here. But pretty much we've been in the house doing small projects around the house. When you on the road and you come home for 2 or 3 days, you realize that you have stuff to do, but sometimes you just want to get home and rest or do minimal because you know you got to get back out. And now that we've been home, like some of the projects I had was cleaning out the closet, spring cleaning the bathroom and stuff like that. I'm able to do without being rushed and taking stuff to the Goodwill. So this time off where other people are staying busy, I'm learning to not be as busy and just take each day at a time. So I'm enjoying this downtime.
taking it easy. But she did give me a honeydew list. So I've been trying to
Don't let him tell that story.
check them off. What do you mean? What story?
I ain't give you no honeydew list.
I wouldn't have did it if you hadn't kept.
What list did I give you? I didn't give you no list.
The garage.
No, you said you wanted to do the garage.
And you, once I mentioned it, you kept going.
Hey, Team 48, how are you guys? No, that wasn't my honeydew list. That was his own.
Well,
list.
I guess. Well, it is my list, I guess.
Because that's the man cave. He likes to go out there, listen to his music, hang out. So that's his spot. So for me to say go clean the garage does benefit, not for me. So that was his list.
Okay.
Leonard said he's from Cali. He's a car hauler. I work for my nephew, semi-retired. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That's right on. Cool. That's right on.
Car hauling.
That's it.
Are you moving a lot of cars?
Or has it been slow for you too?
What's up, Team 48?
Came home a week after y'all and we haven't left. So y'all been at home too? Okay.
Who's that, Team 48?
Yeah. But you guys are messing with them storms down there. Ooh.
Where they in Atlanta, right?
Atlanta, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I seen on the news.
Yeah, y'all okay down that way?
Back-to-back storms. It's like this spring's not playing. Especially in the southeast.
That's true.
But yeah.
But yeah, we kind of, I don't know, waiting it out, I guess. I guess we have to kind of get out of here tomorrow to a stipulation in my contract with my, with the people I carry for, that I have to move every 30 days or they have me come in and do training. A little orientation type thing. It ain't really that big of a deal, but I don't want to.
And they might be backed up. They might not be doing training, so you probably should call and see.
Yeah, they might not be.
They might held it off, so you have to guess call tomorrow and see.
So everybody just chilling, huh? Like I say, I've been following the rates though, but it's horrible for everybody. Yes. From everybody that I've talked to, from the low boards that I looked at. Everything is really, really, really slow out there, and the rates are in the tank. Got a lot of drivers doing a lot of sitting between loads. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's impacting everybody. But I must say, I'm ready to get back to work. You know, I get stir crazy after a while. That road's in my blood. You say not you.
But we was talking to our brother and sister Beauty and the Beast today, and we was talking about brokers. You know, brokers getting a fixed rate. What was the conversation we were having earlier?
Yeah. Talking about a fixed. I think, you know, you can't really nail this down to say that brokers that brokers are, what you call it?
Jeremy, what's up?
Huh?
Brett, Jeremy.
What's up? What's up, fam? How you doing, man? I've been meaning to call you too. I've been meaning to call you. But yeah, when you think about the spot market and brokers, are they really
getting their fair share?
Are they putting the correct rates up when they're posting them to these boards? I guess that was kind of the topic of conversation, and I guess it came up that one way to control it, and I think Beastie said that was it Icewater 815 that actually did brought the topic up first, but
right.
If they had a cap on the rate, on the percentage that they could take, because it seems like most of your drivers that's in that stream of work, they're thinking that they're being cheated by the brokers.
Right.
They don't think it's necessarily the shipper lowering their rate. It's the broker not posting the rate that the shipper has quoted them, that they'll pay for it.
Right.
And with there not being any visibility, it's really hard to know. It really is. But that would be one way to kind of control the whole situation. If there was a set percentage that a broker could take off of any rate.
Right.
And I've always kind of thought it was like that. I think it is supposed to be like that. But whether they practice it or not is a whole different story.
And when I was looking at the load board, they had a load going from Montana to California for $800. Now, if a lot of your owner-operators know, that doesn't make sense at all to even run that. And Montana's a hard spot to get out of, so you're looking for something paying good so you can head to California. But it was showing loads that just didn't make sense to run. Like, for $100, they were saying from North Carolina to Virginia, $100 for a load.
Right.
And it's like, I understand they're only shipping essentials, but it's like, would you really go for $100 North Carolina to Virginia? It don't make any sense.
Right.
So.
Not good business sense.
Not at all, no.
I'm right now, if you look at it, the mega carriers who have company drivers, that's probably who's moving the majority of the freight right now, that needs to be moved. And of course, that mega carrier is probably positioned to where no matter how bad that rate is, they're probably positioned to take it.
Right.
Jeremy, tell me, what's the load board been looking like for you?
On the team side.
As far as, you being a team driver, on this choice board and everything, what has the loads been looking like for you? Are you making the money, or are you seeing the same rate for the loads that you were making, say, a month ago?
Jeremy said, y'all ain't missing nothing right now. Rates are tanked. We're pretty much breaking even.
Breaking even, yeah. That's kind of how I, once I did my numbers, that's what I saw. I would break even. And I know breaking even for me is probably a little bit cheaper than breaking even for somebody that has being that, I'm buying my truck one way as opposed to leasing it, so, but that's kind of what I looked at too. A bunch of breaking even. But we're looking to get out of here hopefully next week. One thing I think, when you think about the freight that comes from China, I was thinking about this and talking to a buddy the other day about this. The freight that comes from China, that usually comes over here by ship, and it hit the ports, and then it's, distributed via whatever way, to the distribution centers over here. So you don't have a lot of that freight. When you think about it, a lot of that freight has been took out of the mix, and it's probably been took out of the mix a good month or so ago. So we're missing that freight. Then when you look at it from only shipping essentials, if it's just toilet paper, paper towel, soap, hand sanitizer, as far as the dry van, if you look at that, that means there's no TVs and all those other things that would normally be on that trailer. So are they, I know I would, putting, say, 2 distribution centers on one trailer, you know, doing that kind of shipping. And if you take, you know, a lane that normally you run and it's one stop, and now that same lane and they got 2 stops on that load, that just took, when you think about it, that just took a dry van hauler out the equation. And if that's happening with all your Walmarts, all your Targets, all your, you know, all those guys, that's what's making a lot of us sit from load to load. And then on top of that, like Jeremy's saying, rates being in the tank. And they are. So that's kind of what's happening that way. But I hope everybody's still staying safe.
Right.
Corona is real. That is true. It is real. I was watching a YouTube. Was that Miss Pearl? Was that a YouTube or was that Instagram?
I don't know.
That I watched that on Miss Pearl's.
Oh, she had on both Instagram and YouTube. Yeah.
You know, when you, a driver that we know, and one of her dispatchers out of the facility she works in passed away from the virus, you know, so I remember there was a point I didn't know nobody that even knew anybody, you know, but over the last week or so, I know somebody that says they're sick, and I know somebody that says they've lost somebody. My condolences to Keeping It 100.
Yeah, her mom, yeah. She
lost her mom. She's a YouTuber. That's a truck driver, you know. Keeping It 100 for any of y'all that follow her. I think that was last week. Mm-hmm. But anyway, my condolences to you and your family.
Right.
But it's real. The economy and the way it's being hit is real, you know. So it's like, wow.
So while we got some of our couples on here, I just want to check in to see how you guys been doing. You know, my team trucker couples that's been sitting in the truck longer than normal, because I know you guys are used to running, picking up loads. What are you guys doing during this time as you guys are waiting for loads, or maybe even at home? What are you guys doing that's, you know, kind of keeping you guys going until things kind of pick back up?
Keeping you occupied.
Yes.
I would think that...
Hey, Southside the trucker.
What's up, Southside trucker? Thanks for stopping by. I would think from a team couple perspective, though, quarantine wouldn't really mess with you guys too much.
No.
You know, you watch some of or talk to some of your family members and stuff like that. They're going nuts, you know, just,
being in the same
not
space.
being able to move like they normally move.
Right.
But that's something else.
Now for us, I suggested, and we are trying to do the 10-day green smoothie. Now we try every probably 9 months.
6.
We don't do it every 6 months.
You try to push that on me every 6 months. I see that.
We try to
I got it on my calendar.
And we're doing it now. And it's easier for us to do it now, for me to do it now, because with the cleanse, you got to drink about 5 of these a day. And if you know, as a trucker, it's hard to stop and go to the bathroom if you're drinking so much water. So this cleanse is mainly supposed to help flush things out and then clean things out. So you want to be by a restroom. So right now, this is the perfect opportunity for us to actually do this cleanse and change our habits. Because once we've been home, we've been eating like crazy. Nothing has been routine. I've cooked everything. I'm 3 times a day I'm cooking. I'm tired of cooking 3 times a day.
She's cooked 3 times
a day.
I cook breakfast once or twice.
Yeah, she did cook some breakfast.
I did.
And then when I don't cook and I'm looking at him to cook breakfast, he's like, so you want to eat? You want some cereal? I'm like, no, I'll just get some cereal, because I'm hoping he would be, already in the kitchen cooking. No, he wasn't.
Well, I have. I have.
I didn't say you haven't. I'm just saying. But we've been eating messy, so we know, or I know it's time to get back on track before we get back in the truck. I got to get the milk out of my body, the sugar, so it's time to change that diet. But this is usually the best time to do the cleanse is when you're at home because it's 10 days. You can control the food you can eat because once you get to the truck stops, you see the snacks, you smell the pizza, you got the restaurant. So easy to be tempted to be like, you know what, I'll do the cleanse next week. Now we have to do it at home.
Well, I tell you this about this cleanse, though.
Don't let them tell
I
you.
do feel better after each time I do it, but, oh, man, you just got to think of a green liquid diet.
What?
It is. Everything is, spinach, everything is green, so it's, I do feel the detoxification process going on, but wow, it's something else.
But that's because
It's always rough. It's always rough for me. I'll never get used to it.
And he doesn't. No matter, he knows what we have to go through, the meal prep. And it seems like we can be at home from all day. We'll eat breakfast at 9, lunchtime, 4 o'clock, and maybe dinner at 8 o'clock. Since we've had this cleanse, it's every hour, hour and a half, are we eating? Is it time to eat? I said, well, babe, we just had the smoothie at 9. We got to wait a couple of hours, drink some water.
And that's all I'm waiting for is another smoothie, though. That's, But I'm like, you got to make me 2 or 3 of these smoothies then.
So I had
for
to.
breakfast, 2 or 3 for lunch,
And salad.
I'm trying to get full.
And that's the whole point of the cleanse is to see if your body can live with less food, but you want to take out the starches, the carbs, the sugars, so you can't eat more fruit and vegetables. And we don't eat a lot of fruit and vegetables unless I put it in meal prep. So I was just trying to help us both out, get back on track.
Yeah, okay. I'm good.
I told him anytime he can give up and he cannot do it, I'm fine with that.
I ain't going to give up. I always make it through.
At
least to 8.5, 9 days. I usually make it, but
gotta tell you, try it. Once you try it, like I said, if you try it by the 10th day, not only have you lost weight, but once you start to reintroduce food back into your diet, that's how I found out that I couldn't tolerate milk. Because beforehand, I would get cramps, but I thought it was just normal food. But when I reintroduced it the last time we did a smoothie, I found out that I can't tolerate milk. So
that dairy messes.
Dairy's not good for. But I love ice cream and smoothies and shakes and stuff. So it's like, gotta give up something.
Right.
So I don't know. We're being active.
Anyway, I hope everybody's
yes.
Occupying your time. That's all we can really say on that.
Stay busy. Get creative.
Yeah, start looking at that, what they call it, that second avenue of income.
That's it.
If it's something you can create from it, in your downtime.
That's it.
But,
and ladies, I'm reading a new book. If you guys are interested, if I can find the cover. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
They ain't gonna be able to see that.
Why they ain't gonna be able to see it? Let me find it. Hold on, ladies. Let me find it. It's called The Intimate Connection. Let me pull it up for you guys. Hope you guys can see it.
They can.
Maybe they
It
can
probably
see this.
might be backwards. But.
Well, it's The Intimate Connection, Secrets to a Lifelong Romance by Dr. Kevin Leman. And I've been reading that in my downtime. Trying to get the, because sometimes with truck driving, it's like one person's driving, one person's sleeping. You do your 15-minute swap out and you keep going. So it seems like, sometimes intimacy can get lost. You're not doing as much as you used to in the truck. So I figured I'd find something to do to kind of, while we home, improve my intimacy as well. So check the book out, ladies. It's a good book.
Is it?
Yeah, it is really a good book.
You should read it to me. Remember you used to do that?
I did used to read it. I didn't know you still wanted me to read to you.
Yeah, back in the day when we were...
when he was a solo driver.
I was solo and she was just rolling the truck with me.
Right, yeah.
She used to read to me all the time. Nothing like a good audio book going down the road.
It's true.
Narrated by my baby.
And what I liked about it, when I asked him questions, he would actually give me thoughtful answers. Because, like, if I ask him a question now and he's on his computer or YouTube, it's a short 5-second answer. There's never nothing thoughtful to it. It's like,
well, it's thoughtful. It's just,
babe, what do you want to eat? I don't know.
Brief.
You know, brief. I guess it's brief. Yes, it's brief.
That's all.
But when we were in the truck and I was reading a book and I was asking his opinion on certain stuff, he would really have some thought behind it, some explanation behind it, and then I got to know him better at the same time. So that's what I like, because I didn't know some stuff I didn't know about him until we actually had the conversations. What
was this? What was this?
Maybe it was the
how long? Maybe that'd be 12 years in, and you just now found that out.
No, the 5 seasons of. Remember the book Seasons of Love, and so we was reading that book, and I didn't know physical touch was yours, and it was just different things you learn about your spouse. So,
oh, who's still in here? We done lost our audience talking about
everything.
Whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, but anyway, we was, like I said, we was just checking in, see who was doing what.
Checking in on y'all. See how y'all doing out there.
And hope everybody is good. Mm-hmm. Being safe, of course. You know, doing what you do. All I can say is move safely.
That's it. Yes, move safely.
That's it.
Be sound, and shoot, if you guys out there sitting ain't doing nothing, reach out to us. I mean, if you don't have our phone number, you can email us. We would love to talk to some of our couples, some of our new drivers. Maybe there's questions you want to ask and don't want to ask on live. You know, we got some time right now, so.
That's it. We'll definitely be here through next Wednesday.
So if you guys want to
talk. That's another thing that I've noticed.
What?
The Postal Service.
Oh. A little slow.
Mail is not essential. You know, it is not essential.
Well, maybe put it this way. My packages have been getting...
That's crap.
And your New York package specifically. We can't say all packages.
I don't know what's happening in New York. I got something and I think it was coming out of Delaware.
Oh, shoot.
But it ended up at a Postal Service facility in... somewhere in New York. I forget what it was. And it's just sitting there. You know?
Like 6
well,
days.
What it is, and I want it, it's the mask that I had ordered for us, you know? And wow. I think I'm 10, 12 days in.
Yeah.
You know?
Hopefully they come, because you might have to file a claim if they don't eventually show up.
And see, that's what I'm starting to think is something that probably wasn't too big of a package.
Right.
Then got lost in the mix. And so, I mean, but that is one thing. The Postal Service is even backed up. I think we see our postman every other day.
It seemed like it, yeah.
So
I'm looking for him.
He's not coming every day. It's every other day. So I guess they're working on a skeleton crew.
And I bet you they probably stretched out too, because if you think they're only running, like you said, skeleton crew, you probably got more people doing more of something than, and the other shift kicks in to do. So I can understand.
Well, you don't know what procedures they took.
Right.
As far as to practice social distancing. So.
Yeah.
But.
That's true. Yeah, because even Amazon, they're saying like if you want something right away, you're going to pay additional charge, but most of the stuff is pushed out to May 24th, so it's like
additional
30 days.
Charge or not, yeah.
Right.
You can pay additional charge, but if it's not essential, did what's the name, sanitizer come?
That did come. Yeah, it did come.
I didn't see that.
It went to my sister's house because I didn't think it was going to be here this week.
No, I'm talking about, you said the gallon one was coming.
It went to my sister's house. I didn't think it was going to be here this week.
Oh, okay, but it's here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they did ship that out, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we do got some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, so we hand sanitizer, gloves,
so
wipes.
We might have to make our masks because I'm looking to. I know I got to do something next week. Not necessarily for like I'll be getting out of here next week.
Team 48 said hopefully we'll be back at it soon. Don't rush it like Georgia.
That's it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Everybody just,
anxious to get out.
This is new. Man, this is so new to everybody.
Everybody.
Really is.
Yes. And that's definitely new normal. New
normal.
Yes.
The new normal.
Yeah. And I just hope with the new normal it gets better, like better quality time with family and makes you mindful of budget. But I don't want to be like I can't touch people, because I mean I do. I like talking to people when I see my family. I like interacting in big barbecue groups. So I don't want to be limited that we can't go outside and we got to wear masks. So I really pray that they get a vaccine or something that will really protect us, because if they don't find it this winter, it may warm up in the summertime, but guess what? We still got to hit winter next year. Is it going to be worse than it is this year? So,
right.
We just got to find something. That's
true. I mean, you had brought that to my attention, where there's been a couple of cases where people are supposed to have been sick, and then they got better,
right,
and got sick again.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy in itself, because they had the theory, at least I had heard that theory, that if you got it, live through it, you become immune. But that might not be true.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be some type of immunity. Your body would have built up some type of immunity to it.
Right.
Might not be true. And one thing I guess we do all know is they don't have a cure.
That's the scary part. I just hope this time it just brings us together as a country, unity than division. Because I'm saying, you know, in China, they're saying that Africans brought the virus over. So now that those that are African descent are over there, they're refusing them from the restaurants. One lady was pregnant. They refused her from the hospital. So it's like, this shouldn't be the time where we should be divided. This is the time that we need to come together as a nation and try to find a cure and work together to find something. Because nobody wants to be without money or nothing because of some type of virus. So,
yeah.
Team 48 said antibody theory is a joke. Yeah. Come to find out, a lot of stuff is a joke. So
Right.
You just don't know what to believe, what's out there or not. So that part of, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know,
but well, I just, like I say, pray for the turnaround.
That's it. Yes.
Things get better. Keep God first.
That's it. And if you guys got a YouTube video, please go live. We want to talk to you guys too. We want to get the interaction in the community going. So if you got some downtime, hop on live. We will gladly come on and chat up with you guys just to kind of keep it going. So
that's true. Yeah. Especially when we just sitting at home.
Right. No, I just like, you like talking to people. If we got a social distance anyway, why not talk online? So
that's it.
Find ways to be creative and help each other out during these times. Might get to learn more about you. You guys might learn more about us. So we're going to use this time wisely. I am.
Yes, you will, dear.
I'm going to use it wisely.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for staying and watching This B Trucking. If you have not already subscribed hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys are commenting, and sharing. We try to at least come on once a week. It's not a lot of topics to talk about right now because you want to try to be sensitive on what's going on, what people are going through. So we just want to keep you guys encouraged and let you know, hey, we still out here just like you guys are. So
that's real. Hey, and when you hit that subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
So that when we do put out a video, you guys will know it.
Yes.
You'll get that notification.
Yes.
So, anyway, we out of here. Peace.
Till next time. See you guys later.
Out of here.